Hey guys, in this video we will talk about how to play offlane Brood. I will just show you one of my videos and explaining how I played the laning stage, what I'm looking for in the game, what my timings are, things like this. So the first, you're looking for when to pick Brood. Like usually what I'm looking for when I play offlane Brood, you're looking for two squishy supports that have no way to deal with your spiders. For example, in this game, they just have Witch Doctor, who is basically 0 AoE, and the Shaman, if he's level 7, then he got Ether Shock, that hits like 7 units, okay, but at the point when the Shadow Shaman is like level 7, and you have like 20 spiders anyway, so you don't really care about him. In teamfights, you can just send the spiders on both of the supports and just kill them with the spiders alone. On your team, I would say you're looking for a position 4 in best case that has some nuke damage. For example, like Lina, Rubik or Mirana, like any heroes that are pretty strong early on and that have any way of securing the range creeps. Or you're looking for roaming heroes that want to start as a tri lane, for example, like Tusk, so you can just start the lane solo on the top lane, on the off lane. I would say those are the two supports you are looking for, like either nuke damage to get you to low 3 as fast as you can, or just heroes that want to roam around, so you have solo lane. We'll talk about starting items quickly. So what I usually do is I get one set of Tango, Quelling Blade, and then one Healing Salve, one Clarity and 3 Mangoes. If you want, you can get like 5 mangoes instead of the salve and the clarity, but I would recommend going for this build here. The first thing we do is we immediately run to the lane and then we place the webs, one over here so it covers the whole part where the first creep wave meets, and the second net just below this. If you want, you can place the webs a little bit more here in the trees, like here and here, if you think your lane will be pretty hard, but I'm laning against Witch Doctor Lycan and both of those heroes can't do anything to me. So I just put the webs more here. This is more of the aggressive web placement. If I would play against like Sven, for example, then I would place the webs probably over here. Okay, basically you're just waiting for the rune, block your creep wave. Like the first few creep waves, there's not much you can do as Brood. You're basically just a creep, and you're just trying to get as much CS as you can without losing too much HP. Like right here, this lane is going pretty well for me. The Witch Doctor was still bot, trying to do stuff there, so he just missed the full first wave, and the first wave is basically the hardest for Brood. As soon as you hit level 2, the lane becomes easy. As you can see here, every time I have the nuke ready, I'm trying to spawn some spiders.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And then trying to deny every creep. When I hit level 3, like usually around level 3 or level 4, I'm looking to cut the wave over here. Place a web over to the small camp and the lane, and then just cut the creeps all the time. So the enemies have to last it under tower. This is way harder for them. Like against most heroes, you can't really contest them that early on, and this will make it just harder for them. And you get way more farm because you can farm the small camp and the lane. Like usually I wait until level 4, but in case the enemy's position 5 pulled and I'm already level 3 and I have some spiders, then I just cut the wave immediately, like here. I saw him pulling, I just run up to this, place the web here, and then I cut the wave. Like sometimes the enemies try to deal with you, and then you just stand in the trees, trying to kill creeps with your nuke and your spiders without losing any of them. Like sometimes you lose some creeps, but it doesn't really matter because the enemies are losing creeps as well if they're trying to do this with you. So it's not a big deal. Like even if you lose half a creep wave once, it's fine. Most of the time your support will get the creep wave anyway. And then right now I just realize I'm a lot stronger than Lycan. I have so many spiders, I can just run at him and kill him.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But the first item we bought is Soul Ring, as we already described in the other guide. The next item I'm going for is the Falcon Blade.
Radiant called in the fortification. Dire's top tower is under attack.
I will just speed up the replay a little bit. Another important thing, I'm buying my own wards, like the own sentries and own observer wards. This is really important. Because later on we want to cut the waves over here. Like I would say in the next 2 minutes when I hit like level 6, maybe 7. And then I'm trying to farm over here and farm the entire jungle and cut the creepers over here and here. Most of the time ward here is really useful for this. And this is why most of the time I'm buying the ward in the sentry. Yeah, we will just quickly speed up over the rest of the laning phase here.
Courier is dead. I wonder what idiot got it killed.
There's nothing really special. I'm just cutting the creeps over here.
Dire's middle tower
At some point, when I think I have enough spiders, I just run to Lycan, so he doesn't have completely free farm. As you can see right now, they can't do anything to me. I have so many spiders, I can just run at them. Kill the witch doctor. Yeah, right here Lycan has to TP out because he knows otherwise he will just die. And then basically I'm just cutting the wave again. Yeah, so now we are level 7. We will probably just go through here, yeah, as I told you before. We are placing the ward over here, and from now on what we will do, we will just every time when the wave spawns at 30 seconds, we will want to run here, kill the wave, and then we want to farm this camp. We place a web over here, and farm those 2 camps as well. Like this is basically what we will do the next 5 to 10 minutes. Just trying to clear as many creep camps as we can. Sometimes, like in this case, the enemy core will go back to the lane, and then you can just run him again, just to get him out of the lane, and maybe get a free tower. But usually what you care about is just cutting the waves and get the farm. Like your farm is the most important thing, it's not cutting down the enemy carry, it's more so your own farm. Yeah, as you can see right now, I'm just rotating between the jungle camps, and every time the lane creeps spawn, I'm just killing the lane creeps again. Now we can quickly talk about the items. In this game I went for Aghanim's after the Falcon Blade. Usually I buy Diffusal in most games. But this game I went Aghanim's because the enemy lineup has nearly no tower pressure. Like the Pango is really shit at pushing towers, Witch Doctor can't push towers, Shaman, okay, yeah, he has his ultimate and they have Lycan, but in general the other 3 guys are really bad at hitting towers, and they are really hard behind. Like we have 11 kills, they have 3. We are already 6k gold ahead before 10 minutes, so I felt no pressure to take any fights early on because I knew my team was strong enough. We have a Tiny that nearly has Blink Dagger, we have a Troll that has free farm the whole game, and we have really good supports that are really good at team fighting early on with the Treant ult and Lina ult and stuff. So I felt no pressure to fight early on, so just straight up went for the Aghanim's. But usually I would recommend buying the Diffusal if you're not sure if you need to fight.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Hey, where's Dire's bottom tower? Dire's top tower is about to be Radiant's top rubble.
Okay, so now we are at minute 28 in this replay. Basically all I've done the whole game is to just push out this wave I'm trying to farm all those camps, this camps, trying to help to get the mid tower, and farm the waves over here. Like I'm basically just farming those 2 lanes and the whole jungle here, like all those camps. Sometimes those camps, or if I see all 5 enemies being here into the jungle trying to gank me, then sometimes I will farm the ancients here until they leave. But basically all I did the whole game was just to farm. As you can see here, I'm at 400 last hits nearly, minute 30. Like this is insane. I have nearly 100 last hits more than the troll, and the troll had a battle fury. So I'm basically just farming the whole game until I have BKB and AC. Those are the 2 items that I want to have to break the enemy high ground. Like AC basically allows me to siege towers, and BKB allows me to take fights. This is why I went for BKB and then AC. The other thing I'm looking for is a level 20 spider damage talent. Like the spider attack damage talent that triples the damage of the spider rights and doubles the damage of the spider links. You can see here. Can we find the spider right? Yeah, there it is. Like it triples the spider right damage. Instead of 9, it's 9 plus 18. And spider link, instead of 15, it's 15 plus 18. So your damage gets amped up a lot. Like a whole of a lot. If I send the spiders on like Witch Doctor or Shadow Shaman, they're going to die in 2 swipes of the spiders. Especially with the AC. Another important thing I want to talk about with you. I always buy as many wards and sentries as I can. Like usually in every game I have the most sentries and most observer wards bought after the game. Because I just want to deward all the areas, like place a sentry over here and then check for this wards. Place a sentry over here, check for this wards. Place 1 sentry anywhere over here to check for wards here. This is really important, like you want to have at least 1 observer ward somewhere around here. Maybe placed in the lanes, here. Doesn't really matter, you just want to see when enemies are ganking you. Okay, so after we reach the Blacking Bar, level 20 and AC, the next thing we are looking for is Roshan. As you can see here, yeah, we're going for Roche. While we are taking Roche, I'm sending out every spider here just to scout for the enemies. This is really helpful. If you watch the minimap, we just got vision over the full jungle just because I'm spreading out some spiders. In this game I feel like I'm strong enough to not take the Aegis, so the troll took the Aegis. Doesn't really matter, like if you have a strong carry that can siege high grounds as well, then you can give the Aegis to him. Now we are trying to siege the high ground, and I'm just spawning as many spiders as I can. And right here I have the option to choose between helping them, fighting, or getting this tower. And as you can see here, in this game I'm choosing to just straight up go for the Rex and the tower. Because they have like Tango that can one-shot my spiders, they have the Mars that can one-shot my spiders with the arena and shit. And we have the Aegis anyway. So in the time that my team's taking the fight, I can just take the full Rex here. I'm using my ultimate and I just hit the tower, I hit the Rex. And then afterwards, after the enemies have used all their stealth, then I join the fight with the BKB and I basically just kill all of them. Or at least I kill the Witch Doctor. Then I wait until my BKB is up again and then we can go for the next Rex. Like this is basically what you want to do nearly every offlane game as Brood. Like you just try to farm up as much as you can until you're level 20 with the talent and you have BKB and one more item like either AC or a Bizzle Blade. Doesn't really matter, like one more big item. Most of the time it's BKB plus AC. This is just the best combination in most games. Yeah, right now they can't do anything to us just because we're way stronger here. If you check out net worth, I have like double the net worth than the highest guys in their team. Like I have more net worth than Lycan and Tango combined. So basically there's nothing they can do to us, and we can just end the game from here. If you guys have any questions, any suggestions, just tell me. if you're looking for any videos, like anything specific, I don't know, certain matchups, item progressions, I don't know, just tell me if you want a video about it. I'll try to make one. See you later guys, thanks for watching.